Get them in Mike's pants.
Oh my goodness, I'm not wearing pants.
On that note, Mari Crombo Weebs, my name is Cole, his name is Mike, his name is Jay, we like anime, and this is episode 77?
77, yeah.
You're good.
Anime Protagonist Podcast, yeah.
I feel like that deserves a round of applause.
Do you? Well, if you could press the button for me there, Jay.
Cole, you know, okay.
Mike and I are obviously fighting for control here.
Yeah, because I was on the, you know how like on the soundboard there's the preview setting? I was stuck.
Yeah.
I always forget to change off preview. Whatever.
Yeah, I do that too.
We're idiots.
Yeah, I forgot we're doing an intro to our podcast right now.
Welcome to episode
Yeah.
77.
77 of the Anime Protagonist Podcast. And in this week's episode, we are writing love letters to anime.
Mine aren't love letters.
Mine are not
I misunderstood
love
the assignment.
I thought they were love letters.
It's okay. Love letters works.
Tune in after the break for Cole's love letters and 4 other letters.
See, I pitched... Okay, peel back the curtain a minute. I pitched love letters, and you both accepted it, and then we talked about it, and we were like, okay, we're going to do love letters, and Mike was like, no, we're just doing letters, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, because I was basically like, why should we restrict ourselves? Let's just have, like, letters. Just letters is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think your love letters will be really funny, though, so it's okay.
Well... Okay, we are not doing love letters this week. We're just
Cole's
doing letters.
love letters.
I'm doing love letters. I love anime.
Jay and me.
Yes, I actually wrote you each a letter.
Good,
Oh, nice.
good.
Hold on, I have them in my pocket here.
Oh, that's me. Oh, you flipped us the bird. Classic AniPro
Classic
gag.
AniPro move.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we get into that, whose turn is it?
Jay,
I forget
think?
who did it last time.
I think I did. I think I went first last week.
I'm gonna say
Just pick
as
one
the
of us.
host, Mike. What's on your mind?
Oh, hi guys. I have 2 things that are on my mind. I don't know if I want to do both of them. I'll start with the one that is probably better. So, like 6 months ago, as a podcast, we have like our own little meeting chat, we call it, where we like talk about things that, well, mostly me and Jay talk about them, and Cole will chime in when he sees fit, when he needs to stop us from bickering at each other.
Yeah.
We have multiple chats.
We have too many
going.
chats. We need to consolidate. Like, why do we have so many? It's ridiculous. We have, I think, actually 4 different ways to chat AniPro business.
Yeah.
I try to keep business to the Discord chat though. For what it's worth.
I try to as well.
Yeah.
I try to keep like our text chat and our Instagram chat as like the friend chat thing.
That's friends. We're friends there. And then when we go to Discord, it's
Enemies.
business time,
Yeah,
baby.
we kill each other there.
Yeah. Anyway, we had talked about, or it might have even been in person, so we have 5 ways to chat. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We talked about putting together like an AniPro bangers, AniSongs playlist. And I was just like, why haven't we actually done this? It's very easy to do. Like we could just do it, and then it's out there, and then we can add songs to it as we go. And I'm like, let's just actually do it, like live on air, because you guys like when I surprise you with like assignments and like things to think about live on the spot. It doesn't stress you out at all, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
So
no.
I have my clipboard here with things that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to write down songs that we're going to add to this playlist. So, and I think what we talked about before was that all 3 of us have to agree for a song to make it onto this playlist.
Okay.
Right? So,
Agreed.
I guess I can open up the floor with one I know that will get nominated here.
Okay.
I'm going to put Garenge by Lisa from Demon Slayer on this playlist, because I think that song bangs real hard. And I think Lisa, you could pretty much put any of her songs in this playlist because she just like only does amazing songs. So
Yeah.
Do you guys
I'd agree with that?
both
I'm
agree?
okay with that. Yep.
Unanimous decision. I'm going to go with one that's going to come out of left field for you guys, but how about that OP for Oshinoko?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I put that on there.
Yeah.
That song has been in. You know what? I haven't updated my actual like my personal AniSongs playlist in a while. But like that
it's
song,
on mine.
It
It's
needs
on
to be
mine.
on there. Yeah.
Wait,
What's
Cole,
that
have you
song
started
called?
Oshinoko? Idol.
Absolutely not. No.
Let's put Oshinoko.
It's called Idol by Yoasobi.
There we go. It's my girl. Well, I guess they're a duo. It's my duo.
Girls.
Isn't the other one? Isn't it a dude? The second one?
Is it? I have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, well, that's, I don't know, 2 slam dunks right off the hop. Jay, what do you got for us?
Time to come in with the, oh, I think this one's good, and both of my co-hosts are going to say no, and then it's going to not get included.
Okay.
Probably a hot take, but I think this song's better. The OP to Demon Slayer for the Akaboshi, or Akaboshi for the train arc.
The Lisa one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Zonkyo Zonka?
No, that one's Aimee. I'm talking about the one before that.
I'm gonna have to listen to that one. I don't remember it. To be honest with you,
really good.
It's
kind of
really
spooky.
Good. Yeah,
that's a good one. I'll go with one. Now I'm wondering if you'll both agree with it, but I feel like it belongs.
I feel like Cole's so happy that we get to talk about anime OPs right now.
Well, that's part of this, right? Is we get to talk about OPs.
In the pantheon of anime OPs, let's go with Cruel Angel's Thesis.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't come up sooner.
No.
You're saying no?
No, it doesn't deserve to be on the list.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. It's definitely on the list. And you know what? I'm feeling generous today. Jay, I'm a generous god. Your Demon Slayer song, Sight Unheard, because it's by Lisa and from Demon Slayer, it's on the playlist. I'm okaying it.
Okay.
That's a unanimous vote.
You're going to have to listen to it, though.
I will, yes. Jay, do you approve of
Yeah, I'm fine
Evangelion?
with Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess it's my turn. If I was smart, I would have pulled up my playlist here. I'm going to put one that it might get shot down here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
JJK opening 1, the Kekai Kaiten or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one where he's like sitting on the train and stuff like that. I think that song deserves to be on this playlist.
I like Kekai Kitan.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I like the second one more, but yeah.
Yeah, I like
They're
Vivid
both
Vice
good.
more, but I definitely do like Kekai Kitan.
Can I propose one before Jay does?
Okay.
Or Jay, do you want to? Jay, go ahead. But I got one after.
I was going to propose one that you guys are probably going to actually say no to, and that's Shinda from that one that's airing this season, the Kiro is Dead or whatever.
Oh, I don't even know it.
You're gonna have to. We're gonna have to like have like a proposal thing where you play the song for us.
Yeah.
And be like, I propose this, and then we sit there and listen to it.
I'm pretty sure Mike has heard it and said it was a bop.
I've heard this one. I know it's a bop. I don't know if it's AniPro certified bop yet, though. To be honest with you. Oh,
you know what is? You know what is AniPro certified bop?
Is it from this season?
No, it's from last season.
Okay, because I have one from this season. I thought you were gonna say.
Okay.
What is it?
Here it is. I'm going with Souvenir by Bump of Chicken.
Oh, which one's that? Is that the March Comes in Like a Lion one?
No, it's Spy Family.
Spy Family.
Oh, yes, from part 2, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. I approve of that one.
I do approve of that one too.
Bump of Chicken.
I mean, Bump of Chicken's got to be on here.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, here's another one. This one is, let's go with Manhattan Project by Rush.
I disapprove.
I also
strongly
disapprove.
Let's go with
it's not an
Subdivisions.
It's not an AniSong.
Subdivisions by Rush.
No.
How about We're Not Gonna Take It by that one band that sings that song? I don't know
Twisted
who sings.
Sister.
Yeah.
Ooh. What about Crossing Field by Lisa from Sword Art Online, the first opening?
It's a lot of Lisa though. We're getting a lot of
It's
Lisa.
a lot of Lisa, and honestly, I feel like Crossing Field's a bit overplayed.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
That's
her Demon Slayer
That's
once
our
more.
first full on no. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Okay, so far we got Gurenge, Idol, the Lisa song from Demon Slayer, Mugen Train Arc, Cruel Angel's Thesis, Kekai Kaiten, and Souvenir by Bump of Chicken. How about this one? How about Daddy Daddy Do? How about just all of the Kaguya-sama OPs? Oh, no? Cole's giving me a look there.
I'm a bit torn because I do like me some Kaguya-sama, but I feel like I need to be in the mood for those songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's
I hear
not
you.
one of those songs that you can just put on at any time, but you need to be in the mood for it.
the mood for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
That's two misses for me.
Does Acadia by Bump of Chicken count? That was that Pokemon one.
I would say so.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's weeby enough.
I would say if they're like known for doing anime OPs, like their songs are used as anime OPs, they're fair game for the AniSongs playlist.
Okay.
There's
I'm
one.
proposing that.
I have a song that
I'll
I'm
say
gonna
yes.
propose after, because I don't think you guys have heard it, but it's by Yoasobi.
Well, then I say yes.
Okay.
Which one?
Probably by Yoasobi.
Probably what?
I don't know what that one is.
It's called Probably. I'll send it to you guys after.
Why aren't you telling me? Like, is there an issue?
No,
Why?
because you haven't heard it yet. It's not.
Is there an animated feature related to this song?
I don't know. That's actually a good question.
Because now I'm thinking more back on what I just said to Cole.
It needs to be attached to something.
I think it does have to
agree.
be attached to something. Like, I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to eat my own words. Hum, 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 hum. And yeah, I don't think you want to have like 7th track on an album that's not even a single songs on the playlist.
Mhm. Like Souvenir.
It's probably a banging song because it's my duo.
I mean, not Souvenir. Acadia.
Acadia.
Does that still count?
I would say yeah, because it's like that one short, right? Like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also
did their
tied to
own-
Pokemon, which
Yeah.
like yeah.
It's a whole music video.
I had another one. Oh, I guess this is one that I think you guys will be fine with. Kickback from Chainsaw Man.
Yep. I like
that's
that.
unoffensive. Yep.
How about Platinum Disco from Monogatari?
I feel like Cole wants me to say no, but like I'm fine with Platinum Disco.
I was just gonna suggest the Monogatari ones. What's the other one? The one I like better, Cole?
I don't know.
The snail one. Oh, what the hell is it called? I can't think of the name right now.
Oh, there's like Happy Bite. That's a good one.
Oh wait, no, that's not it.
My favorite Monogatari OP is Delusion Express.
Which one's that?
It's the second.
It's the second snake one.
Oh, what's the first snake one? That's the one I was gonna suggest.
Renai Circulation.
That's it. That's a certified hood banger, man. You gotta have that on this list.
It's pretty memey though.
It is
I'll
pretty
go with
memey.
it, though. I'll agree.
Oh.
I'll agree.
Now, Jay?
Yeah, I'll agree.
Oh, yes. And what was yours, Jay?
Delusion Express, or were we talking the Chainsaw Man one?
No, it's the Delusion Express. Kickback is already on the list.
Yeah. Keep in mind, guys, we also are recording. We need to keep this going.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I don't know what else. I think we got a good start there. What about Il Venti di Oreo? That's a good song.
Oh, from JoJo?
What do you guys think of
Just
adding
wanted to play this.
JoJo's to the playlist?
Mike, I've got a counter argument to you.
What's your counter argument?
What if we did the torture dance song from part 5?
Oh, that's a good one. You know what?
Yeah.
Honestly, JoJo EDs are better than the OPs.
Can we put Roundabout?
By yes, actually,
yes.
honestly, like yeah,
That's a
I'm fine
banging
with
song,
that.
man.
That is a good
Okay.
song.
I approve of Roundabout.
I approve of Roundabout. What about
And-
Walk
and
Like an Egyptian?
That is a good song too.
It is, but I think we should only have one, like, what is this song doing on here?
It's
Okay, I have a
JoJo ED.
Okay, can I just say one last one?
Yeah,
and
let's
then
each do
I'll
one more. One more.
Turn the floor over. Okay, Tombi from
Yep. Trigun Stampede.
Trigun Stampede.
Yeah.
I approve.
The OP.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
That's good. And you know what? I like an OP too that like makes me think of like when I listen to it, I can like picture the OP in the show. That's like the best part of them.
Yeah.
And that one I feel like it will.
And Lucky Star.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know it that well, but I'm gonna say yes just to annoy Jay.
No.
Okay. Well, it didn't make it anyway.
No.
Didn't
Never.
make it, no. All right. I'm gonna go with for my last one a kind of a dark horse here. This one might not make it on, but it deserves to be on this playlist, no matter what you boys say.
Okay.
It is the opening from Yu Yu Hakusho, Smile Bomb. I think that
Yes.
song deserves
Yeah.
to be on this list.
Yeah.
I agree, but caveat, Michael,
Mhm.
You haven't seen
not the English one.
Yes, I know.
it. Just to annoy Cole, I'm going to vote the
Hohohimi no
English one.
Bakudan is what it's called, yeah. And Jay, what is your last suggestion?
My last suggestion, I don't really have much more. Oh, yeah, the first OP to Code Geass.
Oh,
Flow.
Colors by Flow? Yeah.
Colors, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to nominate one for Jay because I'll do one last one because I'm surprised he didn't nominate it.
Yeah.
I nominate Brave Shine by Amer.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, Jay.
Why was that not your number one?
I thought it was going to be, and I was just waiting for him to say it.
Because I knew it was going to go through, so I wanted more entertainment.
Ever the showman.
Yes.
Yeah. The greatest showman.
You know what makes you the greatest showman?
What's that?
You're never afraid to tell us what's on your mind.
Oh, I'm kind of afraid today. It's actually interesting you say that.
You're afraid today?
I'm afraid, yeah.
What are you afraid of?
No, I'm joking. What's on my mind? So, I uploaded a new video to my personal channel today, Jay Gardy, go check it out.
Blowing up.
Yeah. Thank you. No, please, don't get... No, please. Hold the applause. And I was just thinking... about how, I guess to pull back the curtain a little bit, how a lot of like people on YouTube are kind of typecast to do what is popular for them. Like if one of their videos blows up, they'll want to keep doing that because that's what people ask them to do. Right. And that happened to me on my channel. Like when I uploaded that other video that ridiculously blew up, I had a comment saying like, I'll subscribe to you if you don't do more Pokemon stuff. Because my first video was a Pokemon video. So
my feelings on typecasting is kind of like, if you're an actor, I kind of get why you'd be annoyed by it because like you can do other things, right?
Yeah.
But like if you're really good at one thing and people are wanting that one thing, it kind of makes sense when you think about it, right? They're saying like, this is what you're really good at, stick to it.
It really depends because like...
Just to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, no. I appreciate that because I don't want to be stuck in an echo chamber. But I think that, you know, if someone does have more to say or more to do that they haven't shown and they want to do it, like, why can't they try it? And if it doesn't work, then they can go back to what they were doing before. But like, it just... the freedom is nice. And like, I mean, I'm not saying that what I'm doing right now is not something I'm interested in. Don't take it that way. It's just something I noticed and
this
something...
is Jay's last episode of the Anime Protagonist Podcast.
Yeah, because like we talked about a little bit off air, like Jay, we were talking about what else we could do for our bonus episodes. We were like, are we typecast to just anime content or can we do other stuff? And we're like, I don't know yet. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because we're suffocating.
I mean,
here.
like we
join our Patreon to have access to those.
Yeah, do it.
Bonus episodes that Mike's mentioning.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys are misunderstanding that a little bit. I just think like, you know, it would be fun to do.
No, I agree with you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree
for
with
sure.
you.
But like, you know, I like anime more than everything else, so it'd probably be more interesting, at least for me, to stick to anime. But I know Cole likes more than just anime, and so do you, Mike. So why not let that part of you guys shine?
Yeah, I think with regards to what you're saying, it depends on what you're trying to do, right?
You're right.
Like your channel is, you're doing it because you want to.
Yeah.
Right?
No, for sure.
Some people do it because it's their job.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
When I think that if it's your job, then being typecast, that's kind of the whole point of putting out content is
for the job, right? Exactly. Yeah.
Where for you, like, it's a passion project. So that guy who said he'll subscribe to you if you don't do any more Pokemon stuff, frankly, you don't need a subscription, man.
No, I know.
He can bite me.
Pay attention to that. You gotta stop reading the comments, Jay.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention to like, it'll bother me if one person doesn't subscribe. But like, it just made me realize that that's kind of the thing that all YouTubers go through. I think that's the thing too. Like, most people kind of just think that when you put something on YouTube, it's for their entertainment, which to a certain degree it is. I said in our Discord earlier, our embarrassment is our listeners' entertainment, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like, we're also people and we're doing this because we enjoy doing it. If we didn't enjoy it and we just had to put it out because it was, gotta put money in the bank, which we're not getting any.
Yeah. Well, we're getting a small stipend now. Thank you, patrons.
But I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought. I think it's dependent on what your end game is. And for you, Jay,
that's definitely true.
Just keep releasing whatever you want to release, man.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
To bounce off Cole's argument too, there is with typecasting. It depends what you're being typecast as. Like if you are like you said, it depends what your brand is.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jay's your personal YouTube channel, Jay Garritian on YouTube. Jay, do you want to spell it?
I'll spell it at the end of the episode. Keep listening.
Oh, I'll spell it here. JayGaredian.
Now they won't listen.
Oh, turn it off. They won't.
Now they're done. Now they can just go find the video and
I do this for me. But anyway, it depends what your brand is. Like your YouTube channel is your brand is you, right? It's the guy who likes Pokemon. It's the guy who likes anime. It's the guy who likes cute manga. It's the guy who revealed a shocking revelation to me and Cole in our Patreon bonus episode about explicit content. That I still don't believe fully.
That one, yeah.
Well, that's what we call in the industry a tease. But anyway, my point is your brand of that channel is your personality, right?
Yeah,
You are your own brand. So really anything you want to do technically is on brand, right? But for something like our podcast, I would argue that the brand is we are
the three of us,
the anime protagonist podcast.
Yes, absolutely.
Our brand is definitely anime, and then with anime comes a little bit of gaming and stuff too, right?
Yeah,
and manga and light novels. It's all kind of built into one. But like if we just randomly dropped a Kendrick Lamar album review, like that would just be like, what's going on? Like this is kind of whiplashy. I think it depends
on how we did it, because like if we were to do something that kind of like blurred the line, then I think that's fine.
You'd have to handle it smartly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of like how you do everything, right? Like you have to handle everything smartly.
Yeah,
I don't.
That's what you got to do. You just got to be smart.
Yeah,
but
I don't.
I think there is something to be said about if your fan base has come to expect something from you, and you totally flip the script on them, you're kind of hurting them in a way. You're not doing them the service that they deserve.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's a two-way relationship.
Yeah, that's kind of the thought behind like not wanting to do something else, because like you feel a little bit of guilt for doing something they don't expect. So like it is a little bit of like a tricky area to play around in.
Yeah.
But
like
I don't know.
Time.
My thing, if I can say something, is it's all right to deviate from the path every now and then, as long as you find your way back home.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
It's okay to do a Kendrick Lamar review if you're still going to do an anime review down the road.
Yeah,
not that I'm saying we're going to do a Kendrick Lamar album review.
I don't even listen to Kendrick Lamar.
That's way off the beaten path.
That's like if we just randomly started talking about like sports as like our main topic that had nothing to do with anime.
That's a good way to think of it, actually, is like as long as you stay, like when you're driving, if you take a slight detour and then get back on the path, you're good.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good way to think of it, honestly. And
the other thing too is I do think that listeners want to hear our opinions on things.
Absolutely.
I hope they do anyway.
Except for ours.
Yeah, we're all individuals who have different passions and things that we enjoy. I mean, anime, of course, is very important to us, but we like sports, me and Mike, and we like movies, all three of us, and music. But we'll always do anime because that's in the name.
I mean,
that is what the
podcast was created for.
That's our central identity,
right?
Yeah.
And we've kind of incorporated the like talk about other stuff in this segment, What's on Our Mind.
What we're doing right now.
Exactly.
I like that we call it a segment, but it's just us talking for like 45 minutes.
That's
Your
what
favorite segment.
Yeah.
Mike, that's what a podcast is. Welcome.
I know. I'm just glad that we made it a little more like, not to get meta here, but I'm glad we made it a little more conversational. It's fun.
Yeah,
I like talking to you. I like talking to you guys.
Yeah. We're just three friends talking to each other. That's all we need to do.
That's right.
Chatting.
I am looking at the backdrops on our beautiful YouTube video here, and I'm noticing that I have a Zaku from Mobile Suit Gundam in my background. Cole has a Zaku in his background from Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yep.
Now, Jay,
where's your
you a
Zaku?
Zaku?
What?
We need to get you a Zaku.
I don't watch Gundam.
Yeah, this
but
right
you
here.
need a Zaku.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't watch Gundam.
There's another one too. They're both the same.
You got to join the club though, Jay.
I also noticed Cole has Darth Vader in his
Well, it's the greatest anime villain of all time.
Which, by the way, I just want to put this out on the podcast. Cole, what do you call Darth Vader to your brother?
Dark Daddy.
Darth Vader?
No.
Dark Daddy is just for you guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is
why?
he?
Why are you asking? What do you call Darth Vader to Cody Bot?
Oh, I just wanted to bring up that Cole calls Darth Vader Dark Daddy.
Dark Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what his name means in German or something, isn't it?
I don't know.
I know that in French it's Dark Vader. And speaking of things that Cole thinks about certain things, Cole, what's on your mind?
Oh. What's on my mind? Well, first things first, I think we have to address the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Mike.
Me?
Your shirt.
Oh,
tremendous. Yeah. Stand up, show us that shirt.
All right. If you're on the YouTube video, you get to see the shirt.
Wow. Incredible.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. Just red dragon samurai, like beautiful.
Yeah.
Front
truly.
and back. I love these shirts. These like silky, like 1990s, early 2000s, like super nerd. I'm amazed this one doesn't smell really bad just from like being owned for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like those shirts.
I know that your wife is not a fan of that shirt.
I don't think a single woman on the planet Earth is a fan of this shirt, to be honest with you, Cole.
If there happens to be a woman watching our YouTube video, let us know.
Yeah,
do you like Mike's shirt?
Yeah, you like the shirt? You like my big samurai? I need to get a Dragon Ball Z one too. Those were always great.
Oh, just
I
had shirts like that in elementary school. I had
100%.
a red shirt with a dragon on it.
What kind of did you always wear T-shirts when you were in elementary school, or did you like have a different wardrobe that has kind of evolved?
I wore
over
a suit
time?
and tie all the time.
Yeah, I exclusively wore one of those like diving suits with the fishbowl heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious answer, I was like pretty much always like either a t-shirt or a hoodie or like a, what do you call those, like a hoodie, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to think of the other name for them.
A sweatshirt?
A sweater. Yeah, there you go. That's another name for them. And like jeans probably would be like my go-to.
Yeah.
Kind of still is too.
Yeah.
I would wear like just overalls, with the like bands and a t-shirt, and then I'd have one of those hats with a propeller on the top, and I'd walk around with a big huge lollipop.
That's not true at all, Cole. I saw you walking around. You'd wear the overalls, no shirt, big straw hat, and a piece of hay hanging out of your mouth.
And he'd spit into a steel bucket.
Yeah,
from time
his
to time.
chewed tobacco in there.
In my spittoon.
What about you, Jay?
I used to wear polo shirts a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I can't picture you in a polo, to be honest.
No, that's very insulting.
I've never seen you wear anything other than your anime shirts.
Yeah, that's fair. Before I was into anime, I would just wear polo shirts because I thought they were cool. And then I realized later that it's a very nerdy thing to wear.
No, polos are acceptable, I'd say.
Yeah, depends on how you wear them.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm a nerd.
Depends on the polo too, because like if you get like one of those like it looks like you're wearing your dad's shirt polos, then it's not good. But
yeah. Did you have a uniform in high school, Jay?
I did.
I
did. It
Mike
was a polo shirt, a blue polo shirt, and either like khakis or like khaki shorts.
So you were like a literal anime character who just wore his like school uniform everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
That checks out. out.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah.
That can't have been all that was on Cole's mind, though, was my shirt and Jay's polo shirt and khakis.
Well, I can't think of what else could possibly be on my mind.
I don't know, no tears of any kingdoms in your brain?
Has there been any like major video game releases recently?
Oh yeah, Honkai Star Rail. I've been playing the crap out of that game.
Yes. Unfortunately, Honkai Star Rail is not available on my PlayStation 5 yet, which is unfortunate. Have you guys, I guess video games are fun. Like, Mike, you've been playing a lot of Honkai thingamajig. How's that going?
Star Rail. It's really good. I just literally right before the podcast leveled up my world to equilibrium level 3. And that game is great. It's nice because I like turn-based combat stuff. It made me realize I'm a turn-based combat simp.
Okay.
I really enjoy it a lot. And it's kind of like off the wall and zany too. It's like they made a game just for me. Thank you.
You know what else is a really good game?
Lego 2K Drive.
I've been playing recently. It's
Lego
called
2K Drive for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that one. Also, I've been playing this little indie title. It's called The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, tell me about it. I've never heard of it.
It's kind of like this cool I don't know, like a sandbox open world type game. It's the greatest game I've ever played in my life.
Have you built a giant penis robot yet?
I have not built a giant penis robot. I have built tanks though to go into camps. No, seriously, this is obviously all that's been on my mind. I haven't watched an episode of anime in 2 weeks because I've just been playing Zelda. Jay even got Zelda.
I did get Zelda.
I feel like we kind of convinced him into finding a way to get Zelda.
Yeah.
No, the thing that convinced me to get Zelda was the fact that it has a much more pronounced story.
Yeah,
and I'm very interested in the story.
That was my biggest criticism of Breath of the Wild 1.
Yeah.
And why I couldn't really call it the best game of all time. And I can't comment on the story for Breath of the Wild 2 because I've only played 6 hours of it. So
I know you guys didn't really like Breath of the Wild. You guys are famously on record for saying that you guys hate that game.
Famously, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But this one is basically Breath of the Wild, but they've just made everything better. There's a more pronounced story. The weapon system is quite different.
I adore the Ultra Hand. I've been just messing around with that for hours.
Yeah, the Ultra Hand's so fun. The weapon fusing thing. You can fuse your weapon with literally any loose object on the ground.
I like the fusing it with a minecart and then you can use it as a skateboard. That's just feels like a cool move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I fuse a sled to my shield so I can snowboard with it. You could snowboard with the shield before, but
genuinely, how did Nintendo make this game? That
it's basically Breath of the Wild just with a few extra different things.
But the fuse thing is ridiculously intricate and when
you think about it, it's it's not just this plus this is blah. It's no, they have to have specific
physics
power
for the
levels
both of
for
them
everything.
It's cool too because I guess that's what happens if you spend 6 years making a game, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's obvious that this is the reason they delayed it so many times.
And they also already had half the game already made when Breath of the Wild came out, right?
Yeah, true.
What's up, Cole?
Oh,
trying to wait for a drop to play.
I'm trying to wait.
Drops are being weird today.
Every time. I think
it's because we're both clicking them. I think only one of us should click them from now on.
This is why. Okay, now you're wondering why I don't join your little soundboard antics. This is why. Because if we're all in it, we're gonna break it, and you guys just broke it.
What drop do you want, Cole?
Hold on. I'll just play it.
Welcome to the Game Corner.
It's the Game Corner.
Holy moly!
That was actually the one that I wanted. The holy moly, yeah. Breath or Tears of the Kingdom is so good. It is so really good. I honestly don't know how you haven't been playing it more.
You know what? Honestly, the biggest problem for me is that it is finally nice weather and springtime, and I own a house with a yard,
and you're
I'm just trying to I'm trying to get things in order and get my house all nice and all ready to go for summer. That's really the real answer. I've been working, been grinding these streets, and you've been grinding in the streets of Hyrule.
Yeah, and you've been playing Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
that game's been out there for sure.
Cole,
too.
what was the most creative thing you've made in Tears of the Kingdom so far?
Most creative thing? I haven't really been building that much stuff. I've mostly just been like exploring. Like it's the same map, but there's more to it.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the sky element, right?
The sky element, and Jay, how far into the game are you? Because I
haven't even gotten off the tutorial island.
I'm guessing I'm just gonna. I haven't made it off the tutorial either, and I'm guessing that you probably go into the ground. Is my guess.
Mm-hmm. There's like a whole other map underneath.
It kind of alluded to that. A couple times already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's insane. Like
the opening thing is underground, so it's kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of built into it.
Yeah.
Just how they built this game for the Switch, which like is so archaic and can barely run this game as it is.
You know what, this game actually, like when I was playing it, it made me a little mad at first because of how bad Pokemon was. And I know, Cole, you stood up for Pokemon when it came out, but when you look at Breath of the Wild 2, and look at even the original Breath of the Wild 6 years ago, you're telling me that they couldn't figure out a way to make it not as bad as it was.
Game Freak is just a terrible developer.
Listen, Mike,
I don't know.
You sound like me 2 weeks ago complaining about video games that release broken.
But it's still broken. It didn't.
I know, but then like Nintendo releases a complete game, and the only issues that come from the game aren't developer issues. It's just that the system can't run it.
Or the only issues that really Nintendo has, because honestly, I don't need 4K 60 or 120 frames per second graphics. I don't need like blistering amazing graphics. Just make a fun game. Right?
Just make a fun game.
Well, that's Nintendo's business statement, right? Just like if the game's fun, then it's good. If the game's not fun, then why bother?
Would the Switch benefit in 2023 from having, I don't know, a slightly better, like being able to play games a little faster, like a little more graphically intense games?
Well,
yes,
it would benefit. Sure. Yeah, it would. And also it would benefit from me having to listen to people complain about the frames per second of Tears of the Kingdom.
Whatever.
That's the one complaint people still have. It only runs at 30 FPS. It's
fine. Honestly, I don't care.
I don't I literally don't care. Like the game is still super responsive. It's still beautiful.
Yeah.
I will say
for what the game is, it looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. I did see Linus Tech Tips, which he posted a video about how he bought Tears of the Kingdom, but he wasn't going to play it on Switch for a couple of reasons. One of them being that the frame rates are locked at 30. Like he bought the game and then he was going to pirate it and play it on his PC. And like, I kind of support that move if you're going to complain about stuff like that. Like if you want the 60 frames, you can just do that. If you want 4K, you can just do that.
I guess.
If you want, the other big thing that people complain about that's kind of valid too is that they can't back up their saves to anything but Nintendo. Like you have to pay for Nintendo Online to back up your save, which is kind of not right either. So that's the other way to do that. So just again, to be my role here as devil's advocate.
Well,
but yes,
you do have another role here.
What's that?
It's the mailbag.
Oh my goodness. It's time for the mailbag. Well, you caught me off guard with that mailbag drop. Thanks, Cole.
That's what I do.
We'll get through it.
Yeah,
because I'm currently scrolling through our mailbag trying to find what the best mailbag to read is. Do you guys want to cover anything?
No, I think I enjoy listening to you struggle.
Yeah.
Let's
listen to Mike squirm for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Is it because I played devil's advocate and then now you're like, here's your punishment for disagreeing with me on something?
No. No, it's not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the one.
Cole is very spiteful though.
I know. Both of you
but
are.
that's just kind of my MO. That's just normal.
That's why you guys united as friends.
You know why I'm spiteful? What makes me most spiteful this week? The fact that you guys just wrote random letters and told me to write love letters.
Actually,
if you pay attention to our group chat,
you
would have known.
If you pay attention to the group chat or the doc, by the way.
I updated the doc too.
If people could see the group chat between these two, when these two start talking, it just turns into like TLDR.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I can't.
We should make another group chat of just my arguments with Mike.
Yeah.
You should, Jay, the thing is, like, you and I are both people where, like, we're both always stubborn. Feel like we're stubborn and we always feel like we have to reply.
Yeah.
And then Cole's just like, please stop replying. And then the other thing...
I've been with Cole when he gets messages. He will get mad when he sees them and just swipes them away.
Well, Cole's default setting is mad, to be fair. But anyway, speaking of mad, we have a question from a certain Jay Gardian.
Oh.
Since I'm going to be gone next week, who would win in a fight? Gundams or Evangelions?
Oh.
I didn't think I was going to be here for this, so
well,
I'm going to...
Here you are. Jay? No. I want to hear Jay's take.
I want to hear
first.
Jay's take. Yeah.
Okay, I know literally neither, so I really have zero credentials to make this opinion.
Okay.
But just for the sake of subjectivity, I'm going to say Evangelions because of what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now I feel like, as my name on Twitter is Gritty Gundam, GrittyGuntam, and
nice plug.
I'm a big Gundam fan. Well, I mean, don't follow me. I'm boring on Twitter anyway. I feel like I should stand up for Gundams. I pointed out the Zaku's behind me and Cole. I have a literal framed picture of not a Gundam, but a character from the Gundam franchise behind me. I have many Gunpla circled all around me. I'm clearly big into Gundams, but I do have to concede this victory to Evangelion, I think, because Eva is just like, they're super robots. That's the thing. Like, Gundams are just big machines at the end of the day. They have some kind of like supernatural powers a little bit, but like an Eva is legitimately like, it has superpowers. Like, it can destroy.
So full disclosure, the reason this question came up is because after we finished recording an episode, forget which one it was. I think it was the one before the one where we made bands. Mike and Cole just got into an argument about Evas versus Gundams, and I was like, perfect, this is something you can discuss on the pod.
I mean, I've always been firmly in the camp of Evangelions, obviously. Mike was, I believe,
initially,
I don't want to put
yes,
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but Mike was in the camp of Gundams, but then like once you start thinking about like what Evangelions are and what their purpose is in the show, it's like you can't really compare the two. Evangelions they're supernatural. They're
gods, basically.
They're capable of destroying the world. I think there are Gundams who can do that too.
There definitely is. I think if you included every single Gundam that there is. No, I mean, like, if you just like,
what about every single Gundam versus a billion lions?
Oh, they've got one Gundam would beat a billion lions.
A billion lions is a lot of lions.
That's a lot of lions.
It's a 60-meter tall rope.
It's like a sea of lions, Mike.
Yeah,
but Mike, you gotta understand, a billion lions is a lot of lions.
It's a lot of lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a lot of lions, but it's not enough to take down a giant, like, 60-foot tall robot.
I genuinely don't think you're giving the billion lions enough credit here.
It could just walk on them. It doesn't even have to think about the billion lions.
But
the
you
lions
can't walk on all of them.
You can walk on one, not a billion.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
They're going to jump up and like attack the hydraulics and the legs or something.
They're going to break their teeth is what's going to happen.
No.
Soft flesh.
Maybe if they were like 5, not a billion.
Metal. That's true. In our Discord, though, Opie Master Ash said the Evas would by a small margin, and Bunny said, I haven't seen Gundam, but I'm going to go with Evas for the win anyway because they literally can cause mass extinction in the matter of 5 minutes. And I think that's just like, I think it's just hard to argue against that. But when you kind of think, if you go deeper into the lore of Gundam, I think there's things that can hold their own against them.
I think like the Unicorn Gundam or like the Phoenix Gundam could hold their own, but
there's stuff
in the
that
end,
can, like time travel and all that kind of stuff. So
in the end, like even taking out the supernatural elements, size wise, like the Evangelions are like
Evas are way bigger,
5-7 times the size of a Gundam.
I think they're only double, but yes.
Well, yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers. But I'll have to crunch the.
Not
numbers
to
here.
actually you there, Cole, but yes. I think it's crunching the numbers.
No, I couldn't.
What do you have to say, Cody Bot?
He said he couldn't tell. It was uncalculable.
Oh.
I can translate Cody Bot. I've known him a long time. The next thing we need to move into, since we've all agreed that the Avas would probably win this, is our question of the week. And as was suggested by our loyal listener, Super Mexi, we're changing this a little bit.
Okay.
Right? I think we all agreed on this, and you guys are giving me confused looks. It's making me a little worried. But
I don't recall. But
Mike, explain it, and then we'll tell you if you're an idiot or not.
Well, I know what you're gonna say, and then we'll decide if I'm right.
Okay, hold on. Before you say anything, Michael, you're an idiot.
Okay, thank you.
Continue.
No. I need to hear what he has to say before I decide that.
Okay. Well, Jay, thank you for hearing me out. Cole, you're an idiot. And we decided that instead of doing question of the week,
we're gonna have
we're gonna have. Oh, I hate you so much, Jay.
Right. Okay.
Do you remember now? Do you want to pitch it?
Okay. Nope. You keep going.
Instead of doing question of the week, Super Mexi said, "Hey, why don't you guys do like a waifu of the week?" And then we kind of said, "Why not do that? You're a great genius and an awesome dude, Super Mexi." He was hanging out in our Discord watch party last night with me and Cole, and we were just shooting the crap with him last night, and it was a lot of fun.
We were teaching him about Canadian history. It was good times.
It's a great time talking about Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Anyway,
yes.
So we said, why not, instead of just doing waifus, let's be more inclusive. Let's just do characters. And then we said, why not? Let's also just do like a theme, and then these characters are like going to be part of our next tournament.
Yeah.
So we kind of build up to it throughout the month or whatever, and we're like, we're geniuses. We all shook hands and said, we will remember this idea until the end of time. And then you guys promptly forgot about it.
Oh, no, I remembered it.
I remembered
it. I was just being an idiot.
I did forget, but now I remember.
Okay. Yeah. So, Cole, you had the honor of selecting the theme for this tournament's characters, which, and then we're going to put out a poll on Spotify as well of which of these characters is the best. But I think they're all going to make it into the tournament either way.
They'll all make it into the tournament, but yeah.
So, as that music is not quite swelling up yet, who's your character and what's your theme?
The theme for this month, the theme of the month is going to be in honor of Oshinoko.
Ooh.
The theme of the month will be idols.
Ooh, producer Son in our Discord is going to be very happy. About this at Weiss.
I'm also kind of like happy Cole's turning around on Oshinoko. He used to say like, don't even bring it up. Now he's bringing it up.
No, the hype's died down a little bit, I think. And
I might
quieter.
turn around and watch it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to, and my first character. Okay, first of all, I want to say that the tournament at the end of the month is going to be a death match.
Nice. I think that's fair. Yeah.
It will literally be them all fighting.
Fighting to death.
And I think I've got a shoe-in for this one. I'm going with Vivi from Vivi Fluoride Eye.
Oh, no!
I feel like Cole did this specifically just to put Vivi in so she'll win.
That's a great pick, but I have one that might also run her up.
Okay.
But not really. Vivi's a great pick, and I totally forgot that she was an idol, and I would have picked her if I had remembered that. But insteed, I'll go with the one from the only other idol show that I've watched. So I'm going to have to do some research for next week.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Me too.
Because the only other idol show I've watched is Zombieland Saga. Idol show? Arguably, I'd say. It's close enough. Jay?
Okay, Zombieland Saga.
I'm going with... do I go with Sakura? Yeah, you know what? I'll go with main girl from Zombieland Saga, Sakura. Yeah.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Jay? So I feel like we're progressively getting more slice of life as we go along for idol shows, and I'm going to continue that trend by...
I thought you were talking about the podcast.
No.
I mean, that's literally true, too.
That is true. But I'm going to put in the only idol show I've seen, and that's Love Live.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with Ellie Isa from Love Live.
Okay.
So to round it up, we got Vivi. We got Sakura from I was going to say Vinland Saga.
From Vinland Saga. There are idols in Vinland Saga? What is this show?
Yeah. And then what was yours, Jay, again?
I'm just Ellie Isa.
Ellie Isa?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, they're in. They're in the thing. We'll put out a poll, and that music's swelling up over us. So I think it's time. Cole, do you think we should take Jay to a little break?
Break.
You can say break, Jay.
No.
part. It's welcome back to the Anime Protagonist Podcast. We are 3 dweebs, and we wrote letters this week to our loves. We wrote love letters. All 3 of us. Oh, wait, no. Cole didn't. Wait, no, that's backwards. Me and Jake
I just want to say,
Cole did.
Mike, last week we had Cole do the reintro to fix it, and you just broke it again.
That's fitting. It's my role. I'm the chaotic one. Yeah, so Jay, would you like to do the Would you like to do the reintro? See, the thing is, you can always count on Jay to keep track of things that have gone against him. He's very powerful in his ways. So Jay, do the reintro.
You already did it. You
No,
already did it. We're already in.
half of
We're
it.
already in the episode.
It's fine. It was a reset anyway last week. Now it'll just be whoever goes first for what's on your mind will also do the reintro.
Okay.
Oh, is that how it's supposed to go?
No,
There.
it's supposed to go zigzag, but it's okay.
Ziggy zaggy.
I don't know. I'll break it again next week.
Let's do it.
Jay, give us an
How
update
about Mike
on your
just
chair.
does the reintro every week?
No, please no. Jay, give us an update on your chair, by the way. The listeners have
How's
been-
your chair situation going?
Chair's
Yeah.
fine. Let's keep going.
As he sinks lower and lower.
So last week your chair broke live on air, and then it levitated out into space as a result to go. It went to heaven, basically.
It ascended into heaven.
If I ever
finally.
make a clip of it, I'm adding in a slide whistle while I lift it up into the air.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity for sure on the edit there, Cole. The slide whistle. Yeah.
Yeah, I really dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah. But your chair this week is holding up just fine.
It's fine.
No problems at all?
problem.
Not
No.
a single one?
No.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad we'll make it through this episode with 3 chairs intact. So yeah, we're gonna be just reading out letters that we wrote. We initially had said just like love letters, and then I basically said no, I don't like love. Stop that.
Yeah,
And then
Mike's
I
not
said,
that sentimental.
Can we just like write letters in general? Because sometimes I want to write an angry letter. Sometimes I want to write just like a complaint. You know, like it's.
It's like my grandma.
Oh, neither of mine are complaint. Well, one of mine is a complaint.
Oh, one of them's for sure a complaint. Jay, come on, we're complainy boys here.
One's a complaint.
Good. I think one of mine's actually both of mine are complaint letters. Actually, now that I think about it.
Okay. Well, here's my proposal. Why don't we sandwich my love letters in between your 2 complainy letters?
Okay, that sounds good to me actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think probably the way we do this is we just read them and then discuss after.
Probably. Yeah.
Do you think we should discuss before?
Hold on. I have a counter proposal. How about we don't read them?
Okay, and then what about we don't discuss them either?
What if
hold
on. What if we guess who we wrote letters to, and then we read them?
Okay, Jay, who do you think I wrote a letter to?
Cole wrote one for Misato.
Okay. And
that's the only guess I can possibly make.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's like when Jay
enough.
said he knew what Cole picked for his review. I'm like, there's no way. There's like literally all of animes on the list, and he somehow narrowed it down.
no, he didn't.
I did.
Yeah, I know, because it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but it's unlikely.
Pretty tricky, yeah. So Jay, since I went first for the reintro, you read your first letter.
Sure. All right.
Should have like some sentimental music or something.
Yeah.
Let me.
One day we'll figure out.
Sure.
All right.
Hold on. Here. I got some sentimental music for you.
Thank you. All right.
It's a letter to Giorno.
Dear Giorno.
I like
Here
your
we
hair.
go. Here we go.
Okay.
Dear
He's rapping.
Monkey
Dave's
D.
rapping.
Luffy.
Okay.
I hear you're a big fan of meat. Though you've never been specific on the kind of meat you enjoy eating, I think I can help you out.
What are you
here.
writing?
Where's this going?
You see, there's this fantastic place, a place all meat lovers cannot live without in modern society, that I would love to introduce you to. Have you pre-tell heard of a deli? No, perhaps a shop such as this does not exist in your world, or they're very sparse on the Grand Line, so allow me to tell you about it. Although I bet I had sold you on the mere mention of meat, please allow me to elaborate. A deli is a shop that sells meats of all varieties of animal, cut, quantity, and form, sometimes even allowing you to receive said meat in a sandwich made specially by them to your exact specifications. I'm sure this is very exciting to you, and I'd love for you to be able to enjoy this deli for yourself. So I hope, now that you know of its existence, that you are able to locate one close to you while you're out on a break from your quest to find the One Piece. I'm sure Sanji would also appreciate stocking up on some of their product for the sake of feeding your crew. But let's be fair, mostly you. I hope this letter meets you well, and good luck on becoming the Pirate King.
Turns out the One Piece is actually
from
cold cuts.
Just a bunch of
Jay Gardian.
Yeah, the One Piece is a nice salami sandwich.
So hold on. There's something written at the bottom here.
Okay, you got a PS here.
PS
script.
Robin, if you're the one reading this to Luffy, make sure you leave this part out. This is just for you. Would you? Okay, would you like to go out for dinner? Okay, who added this? I didn't write this.
Jay.
It's Jay.
You did. Jay.
I didn't write that.
Jay, come clean.
I didn't write it.
You wrote that.
Nope. Wasn't me.
I thought earlier
Would you like to go to a nice deli with your boy, Jay Gardian?
Dear Nico Robin, would you like to eat some meat with me? I've got some meat for you. Come to a deli, who is not the English singer pronounced badly, but in fact a place where you can buy cold cuts.
Delicious cold cut sandwiches. Deli sandwich, yay or nay? Go, Michael.
What am I saying, yay or nay to? Just deli sandwich in general? Like one you buy from a deli, or just one you make with deli meat?
Yeah, it's a very simple question, Mike. If the
moon
were made of barbecue spare ribs, would you eat it?
Yes and yes. I love it. I love a sandwich, and I love deli meat.
Jay?
I mean, it depends on the deli for me. But if we're talking to the one close to my house, you know the one. You two.
Sure do.
Every day
it's located at Cold Bleep this out. I'm going to give Jay's whole address. Here it goes. 300 100 4th 11th Street Avenue.
Yes.
The hell, Mike?
Go find them.
I guess you can find me there. Anyway, Cole, if you want to read your letter, I guess.
Oh. So just
well, the screaming, adoring fans come find me at my house.
Yeah, Cole didn't say if he's pro or con deli sandwich.
I'm very anti-deli.
I thought so.
Yeah. Anti-deli. I did not understand the assignment.
Okay.
I wrote 2 love letters. This first one is to...
Got him!
That was not a drop. That was Jay, by the way.
That was Jay, by the way, in case you couldn't. Yeah.
Got him!
Well, that's really good, Jay.
That was good, Jay. Yeah, good
That's
job.
a good impression.
Yeah.
This letter is to... Not Misato.
Oh. Who's it to?
Dear Studio Orange.
Oh.
I need to get something off my chest. I think I can confidently say that you are now my favorite anime studio and that I am in love.
Ooh.
Though your catalog of anime is small, the few shows that you have released have all been borderline masterpieces, and I won't hear anything from either of you. You define the saying, it's about quality, not quantity. From the desolate beauty of Land of the Lustrous to the doki-pounding action of Trigun Stampede.
Oh, doki.
You have found a way.
Action.
You heard
Put
me.
that on a t-shirt.
There you go, yeah. That's going to be on our AniPro merch.
Yeah, you have found a way for even the biggest CG hater to at least say, that actually looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. And for that, I want to proclaim my everlasting love for you. Now that my eternal affection is known, I feel like it's only appropriate that I ask for what would make me truly happy in our newfound romance. At season 2 of Land of the Lustrous. Please?
I think you asked for this didn't you ask for this in your first letter too?
I really want an episode, season 2 of
Land of the Lustrous. Yeah. Which, by the way, why didn't we talk about that OP for our playlist?
It's not a banger. Like, I really like the song.
It's a good song.
I like the song. It's not a banger song though.
But it doesn't have to be a banger to be on the
it doesn't have to be a banger.
I feel like it's got to be a banger.
I don't think, regardless of it being a banger or not, I don't think I'm putting it on this playlist. I do like the song, but I don't think it's one I'd listen to just on its own. Good nomination though, Jay. Good nomination.
And now everyone has had a failed nominee except for me.
Oh, that's true. Cole's very agreeable.
I am perfect. Yeah, I want a season 2 of Land of the Lustrous really bad. And Studio Orange, there, I finally said it. You have surpassed Studio Shaft for me.
Wow.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I think that's deserving of a round of applause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Shaft will always have its place. Like, Monogatari. Our
sure.
next review, spoilers, is pretty good.
What's the show that we're reviewing? Just people can go check it out again.
We are reviewing And Yet the Town Moves in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, I gotta
watch that.
Figure out what my next review is gonna be. I guess.
Well, we got a few weeks. Yeah, that's. Do you have any questions? Any concerns?
No, I almost wrote kind of the same letter actually, but I don't think I'd put them as my favorite studio. But just like a thank you for like making CG anime,
putting it on the map.
Yeah, showing that it can be done and it can be done well. It's appreciated for sure. Yeah,
Michael, do you have a letter that?
I sure do, and I have a nice letter here, and as true to the first time that we did this, I wrote too long of a letter compared to you guys. So enjoy the next uninterrupted 7 minutes of reading of a letter.
Why did he just unfurl a scroll?
Two-sided, buddy.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Dear Ash Satoshi Ketchum, congratulations on your recent victory in the Masters 8 tournament, in which you finally achieved your dream of becoming a Pokemon Master. It must have felt great to finally get a taste of victory on such a big stage, a feat that has eluded you for all this time. Speaking of time, I'm glad you're taking off on a solo journey with Pikachu. It's been great watching you on and off over the years, but I think that going in a different direction is both a bold and a very good choice. It's hard to change from what you've always done, but I know you'll always continue to be the best, like no one ever was. It must have been tiring doing more or less the same thing as a 10-year-old boy for the past 25 years, and I'm hoping that this new journey you and your best pal Pikachu are going on will help you grow even more, both mentally and literally. Seriously, I'm hoping the next time we hear from you, you are a grown-ass man. Hell, I'd even take a teenage Ash at this point. I did think it'd be awesome to see you. Oh, I think it would be awesome to see.
Clip that, Jay. Mike would take a teenage Ash.
I think it would be awesome. It's in our assets. Yeah, clip it. I think it would be awesome to see you mentor the next generation as they go down the road you once did. Maybe even as a professor. Ash is a type of tree after all. Plus, it would be cool to see some more Pokemon media targeted towards people like me, who are getting older and have a tough time relating to the anime and games that are so clearly targeted towards 10-year-olds. Deep down, I know your masters and overlords, the TPCI, which is the Pokemon Company International for short, know that this is something we want. Why else would the Pokemon Center, their international chain of merchandisers, sell items so clearly marketed towards the adult Pokemon fan, such as a Pikachu ceramic utensil holder for your kitchen, wind chimes, or a $500 Pokemon-themed turntable? It's simple. Turd table. They know millennials like me who live through nothing but unprecedented times are seeking serotonin the only way they know how, by escaping to their childhoods and buying that little piece of nostalgia to slap into their everyday lives. But then again, nostalgia doesn't have to come at the cost of partaking in overly simplistic plots and mechanics for the next 25 years. You know, your fans have grown up and have big, fat grown-up wallops to show for it. So why not give them what they want? Give them a Pokemon game with a difficulty setting and maybe some deeper and more intricate plots in the anime while you're at it. But anyway, my eternally 10-year-old friend, thank you for being there for literally almost my entire life. You started your adventure when I was just 4 years old, and I will always be grateful to the joy you and your friends have brought to me throughout the years. Even that awkward in-between phase where I was too cool for Pokemon. You really were the very best. Looking forward to seeing you again. Mike.
You gonna cry?
Yeah, no, I just thought, any thoughts on that one?
This is a very long
letter. Yeah.
Very long.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sure Ash is getting right on that, by the way.
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum.
Yeah? You think he's figured it out?
Yeah.
Which part do you think he's getting on?
Oh, you know.
What?
What is going on in this
episode? What's with Jay today? We have early Jay and he's just horned up. But no, I don't know. It's something I've been saying for a while. I'm looking forward to Pokemon kind of carrying into its next phase. I think it's outstayed, or it's outlived its welcome as just like solely for kids. And I think they know that it has as well. And I think there's signs that they are kind of like, when you play Scarlet and Violet, it has at least it's a little more grown up and a little more intricate. And I'm looking forward to seeing where
Here's
it goes.
my devil's advocate thing.
Okay.
What's the incentive for them to do that?
Well, we have money. Children do not.
But you'll still buy it, though. You're still buying it. It's still the biggest media franchise in the world.
That is
you know what
true.
you got to do, Mike, to change things? Boycott it.
I won't do it.
Don't buy stuff.
I can't do it, Cole. I wish I could.
Yeah, buying Pokemon stuff. Imagine that. Imagine buying Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
I got my Pokemon cards somewhere around here.
I have so many Pokemon. It's ridiculous the amount of money I've given the Pokemon company over the years.
Mike, you didn't even have to lift that thing up. Like, you can see a Pikachu and a Charmander behind you.
That's true. They're making love.
What?
Other way. Yeah, look at them. They're cuddling.
Yeah.
Cuddling back there. Certified cuddlers.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know why he's unlocked over. As you can also see the string that I bought for my blinds that are broken. Nice.
Yes, the string.
The string, the famous string.
R.I.P. the string.
Yeah.
Well, very good letter, Michael. Very heartfelt.
I'm sorry it was so long. I'm a wordy boy.
In my Doki.
Yeah.
Kokoro.
And your Kawhi Leonards.
We're just my Kawhi Leonards.
Jay will not speak unless we tell him to speak. Jay, tell us your next letter.
I thought Cole was next.
No, it's you next.
Actually, we did get confused on the intro because that would require Cole to have 3 letters. Because if you go next, Cole, then me and Jay are going back to back.
I know. That's why Jay goes.
But now it's 2 sad ones back to back too.
Well, that's fine.
It's okay.
Jay, go.
Oh, mine's angry, but you know what? Ooh. It's on brand. It's on brand for what Mike just did, so it makes sense.
This letter's on brand for Mike, but you wrote it?
No. It's on brand for what Mike has just said. It's a Pokemon themed one.
Dear Pokemon.
Okay.
Dear
angry.
Professor Oak.
I am angry.
Be real with me here. What's going on between you and Ash's mom? We both know something's going on.
Know.
The entire community does.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hide anything from us anymore. You're always seen with her in various big events Ash has been in by the end of his journeys.
Can't hide anything
You were
from me.
apparently at the house for Christmas, according to the Christmas Bash. Look it up. And
Hold on,
Ash's
Jay,
dad is never anywhere to be seen, despite the fact that we know he has to exist.
Jay?
Yes.
Does your letter actually say you can't hide anything from me, or does it say from us? I need to know.
It says both.
Okay.
Can't hide anything from me.
I thought that was Jay's true nature slipping through for a second.
No, it says from me,
Batman.
from us anymore.
Okay. I like it.
Proceed.
Sorry. I had to.
This has been eating at many Poke fans for years, and I think I've been given the opportunity on this podcast to finally open this big can of worms. I know it's a bit awkward to talk about, and I'm sure it's an explanation you don't think we're owed, but there is someone who is owed an explanation, and I'd suggest you consider this my prompt on Ash's behalf, because he deserves to know. He deserves to hear the truth behind the goings-on in his absence, and I know you know that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Do the right thing, Sam. Jay.
Sam.
First name basis.
Should have called him Samuel.
Yeah, Samuel would have been really powerful.
Yeah, that would have been really powerful.
Yeah.
You know what Oak's doing, man.
Yeah, you know what Oak's doing.
He's researching Pokemon.
He's researching Pokemon, and he's in them meat curtains.
What?
He's hanging out in that cloister. Yeah, I don't know. That's such a funny thing too. Is Pokemon is such a weird world when you think about it. Like when you actually think about it as anything other than just pure video game. Every 10-year-old in this game just gets a Pokemon and goes on a random adventure totally unsupervised.
Yeah.
What?
To fight against various people that give them badges if they beat up their animals.
Yeah, and then they force their animals to fight each other. What?
Yeah, but then the excuse is that the animals enjoy it though. They like fighting.
Yeah,
which I'm sure Michael Vick probably said the same thing about his dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I should probably bleep that out.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think saying dog fighting is a bad thing is controversial. Don't make your dogs fight each other.
I don't want to bring that up.
Yeah, that's a dark take. But I know, for real.
Yeah. Pokemon,
have you guys ever... Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Oh, I was just going to say, Pokemon's like a strange thing if you think about it for more than 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Truly.
Have you guys ever heard the theory that Pokemon exists in like utopia, like where world like hunger and all the problems in the world have been solved, and all that's left is just to like they don't have to worry about money, they don't have to worry about working or anything. It's just you just do what you want, and you have like a universal basic income and stuff. It all makes sense if you look at it in that aspect of things.
Sounds like communist propaganda to me.
Yeah.
Get them out of here, dirty commies. Or get them in here.
Get them.
Then we can have
here.
Pokemon.
Get them in.
Get them
Mike's
in where?
pants.
Oh my goodness, I'm not wearing
Get
pants.
them in places that Cole knows he wants them.
We
but
should
probably can't say on the podcast.
We should move on to the next one before this goes any further, because I'm scared of where this conversation's going.
Yeah, it's getting very controversial.
This is certified the AniPro horniest episode.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Apparently Mondays at 2:00 in the afternoon is the time to just get crazy, get wild. But
I wrote another letter here, you guys.
Did you?
Yeah, do you guys want to hear
swig of his red drink? I do.
Okay. Dear sci-fi anime.
Ooh. Okay. Big sci-fi fan.
Yep. I write to you from the front lines of the anime wars. A barren wasteland of slice of life and isekai. Truly a desolate place. The hellhole has reaffirmed my love for you. Absence truly does make the heart grow fonder. As you know, I grew up a bit of a sci-fi fan.
I like the
Star Wars and Star Trek, Alien and Predator. But I discovered anime and finally, you. Akira still takes my breath away with its jaw-dropping animation. Psychopaths makes my brain wriggle to think about the implications of a world like the one in the show.
Brain wriggle.
You heard me.
It's a wrinkly brain.
Yeah.
Not smooth.
And Ghost in the Shell makes my heart pounding with great action. I had a stroke.
What does that mean?
You are truly among the most versatile genres of anime there is. And for that, I love you.
Oh, full love in this one.
Yeah. Well, I do still receive your care packages. Your recent submission of Heavenly Delusion was particularly well received. I still long for more. I hope this letter finds you well, and that your next care package contains even more. Yours in Christ. Cole.
Oh my God. What?
I don't know. I wrote that one late at night, I think.
Were you okay when you wrote that one?
I don't know. I felt like the theme of it was funny. You know,
it is funny.
That was
letter.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's true, though. Like, sci-fi is such a good genre, especially for anime.
Good genre, and like, unfortunately, like, there's not much sci-fi that gets released. I mean, this season, we've got Heavenly Delusion, Gundam, G-Witch.
I think for the most part, a lot of people, at least from what I understand, aren't that into sci-fi manga. Because like a lot of the time when Shonen Jump releases sci-fi manga, it more often than not will quickly get dropped.
I think because sci-fi doesn't lend itself well to the shonen demographic.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Yeah,
I think it's more seinen or even older. Like, yes, Star Trek fan. Like, if you go to a sci-fi convention, if you go to like a proper sci-fi convention, like, it's old people there.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing about anime is like
Star Trek.
A loud majority of it is shonen fans. Like,
oh yeah. No, I get it. I know I'm in the minority, but like, there's such good sci-fi, and it really is very versatile.
It's
in terms of like what you can do with it.
That's part of sci-fi, is that it always will be in the minority, because it's like you have to basically be a nerd to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a big niche.
Yeah, it's a very big niche. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like when you're in high school or like you're a young person, you don't normally care about like the political structures of a galactic empire. You know what I mean? Or like the dynamics of a hyperdrive and stuff like that. It's like,
but I do now.
But we do now because you're old and it just brings you joy to see that kind of stuff.
I thought you were gonna say because you're old and you have gray hair.
Yeah,
I don't.
Like, what does gray hair have to do with anything?
I don't.
Well, Cole doesn't have gray hair. I do though.
Isn't that weird?
Say? What does that say?
Yeah.
Tell us, listeners, what does that mean? I got a dang eyelash in my eye as I'm talking.
He's got one of them gray hairs right in his eyes. He's emotional.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what's going on?
What's the best sci-fi anime that you've seen lately then, Cole, other than Tengoku Damakyo?
That I've seen lately?
Yeah.
Vivi was really good. I like Vivi as a sci-fi. There's the Psycho-Pass movie is coming out. I think
we should do a field trip and maybe a bonus episode.
Yeah, Crunchyroll announced that they were releasing it in North American theaters.
This summer, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to go back and like actually look at what I've been watching recently, but yeah, you know me. I love my sci-fi.
Yeah. I need to really watch what's that? Legend of the Galactic Heroes, like the original one. It's on my like bucket list.
Everyone says like Legend of the Galactic Heroes is like one of the best anime ever, and like I'm kind of in that boat that Cole was in for Oshinoko, where like because so many people say that it's kind of like I don't want to.
I think if you like Crest of the Stars, I think it's a similar vibe.
I get that. I'm not saying I won't like it. I'm saying I'm not gonna watch it because it's been like.
If you're on the fence about it, Jay, or if you want to get that out of the way, watch the remake, because the remake is really good and it's kind of flown under the radar.
That's the nice thing too, is it's flown under the radar, and if anything gets a little more hate than it deserves, I'd say, just by being, just by the nature of like being a remake, things get hate.
Yeah, it's kind of that nostalgia thing where people are like, this isn't exactly what I wanted,
but it's still really cool. I really like the Dainu Tess.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, I've gone on record saying this before. I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's fair. That's fair. But if you watch it for what it is, which is like a political thriller war show,
for sure.
It just happens to be in space.
Here's the difference, Cole. Is you're a robot. And you enjoy like the deep political and like machinations of like the government and stuff like that and all that goes on in sci-fi, whereas Jay is like an incredibly emotional alien, and he needs like those like interpersonal relationships. That's what gets him off. And sci-fi is not about interpersonal relationships generally. It's usually a lot colder and harder, and Jay likes it like warm and mushy.
This is semi-related, but I used to always take things apart when I was a kid and put them together. Did you guys do that? Because I just wanted to see how like things worked.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
No.
Like Jay, the most recent episode of Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, he takes apart his pen. And it was very nostalgic for me because I still do that. Take apart pens and just reassemble them.
I wouldn't do that because I was curious in how it worked. I would do that because like I like fidgeting with things. Like
it's a little bit of column A, column B for sure.
Yeah, like I don't. If I'm just like idly sitting somewhere, I'll like need to have something in my hands to play with.
Is that why your hands are down your pants right now?
Yeah, where are your hands, Jay?
Yeah, I walked right into that.
You did. Yeah. Just chew
again.
On
this is you should have known. This is the horniest episode of AniPro.
What even happened to us, man?
At all. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Mike, read your letter.
Though. Oh, I'll read it soon. But the thing is, like, kind of going off what Cole said about like taking stuff apart, is sometimes I don't want to take stuff apart because I'm scared I'll break it.
Yeah, I kind of have that thought too.
I almost enjoy when something breaks a little bit because then it gives me an excuse to like open it up and see if I can tinker with it, and maybe I can fix it, and I can kind of see how it works and learn a little bit, and it's fun. Buy a PC, by the way. It's a fun way to learn, tinker with something.
And like if something's like jammed, like a door or like a piece of equipment at the office or something, I like to look at it and see like, okay, like why is it jammed? Like what's causing it to be jammed? So like I'll look and see like a simple thing like a stapler. Yeah. Like when was the last time you thought about how a stapler worked?
Last time I opened up a stapler to clear a jam, probably.
Yeah. And it's like, well, like if you know how the stapler works, you'll be able to figure out how to fix it when it jams all the time.
It's true.
See, I have this like innate fear of breaking something. And
which I think
there
is
actually
true for a lot of people.
There actually is a reason behind it, and I just figured that out.
What did you break?
So when I was in second grade in elementary, I was taking a test and I need an eraser.
Break an eraser.
So hold on. So my pencil, as pencils do have erasers, my eraser was like shredded up and destroyed. And I was thinking to myself like,
oh, the little nub of an eraser. That's the worst.
So I was like, how can I get an eraser in a very easy way without having to ask someone or a teacher for it? So I'm like, okay, what if I like go up to the pencil sharpener, because you know the pencil, if you put a pencil in the pencil sharpener, the pencil comes back and it's good. So I thought, well, what if the same, like if that logic is true, then maybe the same
Sharpen
logic would apply
eraser,
for the eraser side.
I can see how you'd come to that conclusion.
So I put the eraser side into the pencil sharpener, and the pencil sharpener jams because the eraser end gets stuck in there.
Because it's not the pencil.
Because it's not
wood.
the pencil.
Yeah.
So the pencil sharpener breaks, essentially.
Is it the only pencil sharpener in the room too? Is it like the only pencil sharpener that everyone has to use as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And so one of the other students, after like I sat down, was like, okay, I'm just going to pretend I didn't do that and just go back to my test.
Of course.
Tells the teacher like, hey, the pencil sharpener's broken. And they trace it back to who the last person that used it was.
Oh no!
And it was
you
me.
got outed.
And my teacher got so mad. She made me like sit at the desk right next to her desk, stay after school, and then she told me I had to pay for a new sharpener.
That feels
that's
like,
a bit
excessive. That's
and
excessive.
Then apparently she called both of my parents, who were separated and are still separated, and told them to come in and have a meeting with her. This
episode didn't bring them back together?
No.
What?
But my dad always tells me this story about how when he was told this, he just laughed.
How old were you?
I was in second grade, so I was...
Oh, come on!
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
the teacher was that oh my god, that sounds
makes
like
me
So that's why I don't
teacher.
like breaking things.
Because
that scarred me.
I would do that with my pencils, like if my eraser, like if I erased it down to nothing, it would work if you used like one of the hand sharpeners with the razor blade in it. If you used one of those,
you could
to sharpen the eraser end, it would cut the metal away.
That's what I was thinking.
But you had the gear one.
The wall one, it just mulches up the wood, so it doesn't work with.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like getting rid of the metal part.
Jay, off air, I want you to tell me this teacher's name so that I can find them.
Let's beat them up. Yeah,
Let's
they're probably not alive anymore.
I have
old?
No idea what happened to them.
They only
taught
like the mean old teacher thing to do.
She wasn't even that old when I was when she was teaching.
You know what the other thing too though is, like, not to like gaslight you, but I'm gonna gaslight you.
Do it. Gaslight is fun.
Okay, there, clip that too. It's one of those things when you're like really young and the teacher's just like kind of scolding you, and you perceive it as like you're getting like absolutely shredded. You know what I mean?
You're like the guy who's like laying on the ground and just getting riddled with bullets. But they're just like, make sure you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're Murphy in RoboCop just getting.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. No, but like that's it wasn't just like a mild scolding. Like what I'm saying actually happened.
Yeah. And like when you're young too, you got to remember, like when you're in second grade, that might have been the worst scolding you'd ever had in your life at that point, right? Yeah. So it won't be for as long as you live, but at the time, it's the worst you've ever had, and you've never had anything that bad. So
I kind of want to go off on a tangent here about getting scolded in school too.
Okay, I got one more letter, so we got time, right?
Okay, yeah.
Mike's letter's the last, so we've got so much
it'll be
time.
really long, but it'll be okay. I was in kindergarten, so like it was like among my first days in school, and you know we grew up in the country, right, Mike?
Yeah,
you know. If you had to go, if the call of the nature calls, if you're outside, you just go, you know?
Oh, yeah. I thought we were in school for some reason, but yeah.
You just find somewhere to go, right?
Yeah.
Find a tree or a bush or something.
If you're in
like
a building, you go to the bathroom, but yes.
Yeah, but it was recess.
I mean, it's the country. There's always an outhouse somewhere.
So
I'm sorry. That was a bit mean.
Yeah, that was a bit.
That's horrifically mean. Yeah, there also is an outhouse everywhere.
Yeah. I was playing on the play structure at our old school and went underneath the play structure and just let her rip, you know?
That's
had a little tinkly pee.
That's kind of a bad place you chose there, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like I was 4 years old.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I was 4 years old. Like it must have been like within the first few months of me being at school. Yeah. And yeah, like we grew up where you would just like
pee in the backyard.
Yeah, pee in the backyard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that getting called down to the principal's office and perceiving it as like the worst lecture I've ever received. I remember walking out crying and stuff. And
oh yeah.
Now thinking back, I'm sure it wasn't even that bad. It was probably just like, you're not allowed to do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. And part of it too is just like, they have to make it clear to you, don't do that. Right.
Well, yeah, they're teaching,
doing their job.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Whether they do it too meanly, then that's on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my story about getting scolded when I was very young. Mike, do you have one?
I do. I have many. I was a bad kid sometimes. Nothing that comes off the top of my head though, like other than the time when I got scolded for trying to start fires, but I'll leave that unsaid for now.
I had a friend who tried to start fires in our school, and it was yeah.
It wasn't in school. It was like I grew up in like basically in the woods, more or less. So like me and my friends would like wander around. You were
like, just born in the middle of nowhere.
I was born out in the bush.
No, like Cole grew up in the town. My house was 30 minutes past the town. So like there was literally nothing out there. Yeah. Anyway, my next letter.
Yeah.
To make it clear, I wasn't burning anything down. I was just like playing with fire, which is probably also the same thing.
If you play with fire, you're going to get burned, Mike. Ever heard the saying?
I've heard that saying, unlike the cookie saying you said earlier.
We talked about that off air. We don't need to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
I could see myself becoming like a pyromaniac. Like now I'm too old for it to like allow it to like grab onto me, but I do enjoy lighting a match.
There's something so
I could see myself burning
fire.
Things down to the ground.
It looks
it
so
smells
cool.
good. It looks cool.
It does smell really good. I will say though, I feel like that mentality is very unga bunga because like it's just like, you know,
100%.
Yeah,
like,
lizard
fire, cool.
Lizard brain.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't want to break this to you guys, but your brain is a lizard brain. Like we are animals at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Fire, cool.
Fire, cool.
Very unga bunga. I like that.
It's a very unga bunga thought, but yeah.
I am a very unga bunga kind of guy, which is why I wrote a letter to Ban Presto.
Ooh, Presto?
They make figures.
Okay.
Oh,
they're owned by Bandai. Thank you, Ban Presto, for making many quality figures at affordable prices. So many times have I spotted a promising anime figure from a distance, getting my hopes up, but upon further close-up and personal inspection with the lovely little figgy, I can see right away that the figure is inflicted with a serious case of bag figure face-itis. So many figures completely miss the mark on the faces, and I don't know what's going on. Why did I write that? I don't even look at... I wrote this one quickly, to be fair.
I don't know what's going on. What's the deal with bad faces?
Bad faces. Okay, Jerry
so many
Seinfeld.
Figures completely miss the mark on the faces, and I don't know what's going on. Okay, that kind of makes more sense. I don't even look at Satoru Gojo figures anymore because all of them have terrible faces, despite my wife's obsession with this white-haired, blue-eyed god of among men. My face may be that of an elite my mind might be that of an elite ultra hardcore.
My face might be that of an elite.
Oh no. Oh boy. I'm falling apart, guys. This is
our brains are just mush.
I'm not meant to be recording on a Monday.
Yeah, my brain's been too wriggled by psychopaths, so
that's right. You've wriggled my brain with your stories. My mind may be that of an elite, ultra-hardcore otaku with a boundless desire for quality anime figures. But at the end of the day, my kokoro means heart, is that of a cheap, penny-pinching 30-year-old Canadian man. And in the battle of a brain versus heart, unfortunately, it almost unilaterally the heart that wins out. So I want to thank you, Ben Presto, for making decent figures at a truly affordable price point. It really is a blessing for nutcases like me, especially when I know that I can generally trust the quality of said figures. In particular, I love to see more of the Grandista Nero line. My Luffy and Ace figures are honestly amazing for the price point, coming with swappable parts, accessories, and standing 11 inches tall. I look forward to eventually owning all the Straw Hats in this line. Have I buttered you up enough yet? Okay, good. Now, for the real reason I'm writing you today.
Oh, God.
I'm grateful that you put out your 30th anniversary line of figures for Yu Yu Hakusho. They all seem great, and for the price point, it really seems like a solid buy. It's great to see new figures of old favorites, and I still maintain that Yu Yu Hakusho, despite still holding up after 30 years, is a prime candidate for a full-on remake. However, when looking at the new lineup of figures, I can't help but feel a deep gaping emptiness inside when I browse through the lineup of new Yu Yu Hakusho DXF 30th anniversary figures.
Oh no.
Yusuke, Kuwabara, Hiei, and Kurama make perfect sense. They are kind of the main four cast of characters in that show. You're even generous enough to include a fifth character for this set. It is the 30th anniversary of a beloved classic, of course. But you did me dirty by going for an adult version of Koenma. What do I got to do to get a quality Botan figure? Or any Botan figure for that matter. Waifus are one of the biggest sellers for almost any franchise. And when buying figures, it is usually tough to find the male character for a series. For example, when's the last time you saw a figure of Subaru from ReZero? Botan feels like a natural choice of a figure. For you to choose Koenma over Botan feels personal. And I will be filling out an AniPro hurt feelings report about this if it is not remedied in the near future.
Those take up so much time, Michael.
All the best, Mike.
I think it is personal. I think they know.
It's absolutely personal.
Right? Like,
I honestly, this is the first I've heard about the Yu Yu Hakusho new figures thing. How is Botan not the front line of that set?
By the way, I'm not signing off as a witness to that report. That's way too much paperwork.
I know, it's a lot, Mike.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do it?
Weeks of we'll see if they will give them a couple of weeks to remedy it, but it will be. I'll fill it out. It'll be done. The hurt feelings report will be filled. Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's like, come on, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's
just poor business decisions right there.
And sorry, just rewinding a little bit further back into your
massive letter. Yeah.
Yeah, what is the deal with the faces? Like, that's the one thing you got to get right.
Yeah.
It's the one thing they always get wrong.
The one thing. And then there's a lot of like weird faces.
Yeah,
on some of these characters. I don't
Do
understand.
you remember when we were at GameStop and we saw a Muzan figure that was literally just a reskin Michael Jackson figure?
Yeah. It literally, if I gave it to my grandma, she'd be like, "Oh, Michael Jackson." Yeah. That's a weird thing to give me. Yeah.
Yeah, like some figures just look so strange.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but no, seriously, like, if anybody out there in the world, in the whole wide world, knows of a Botan figure,
please,
even a bad one, I've
looked at the bad ones; they're pretty bad.
Just email a picture to Mike.
Funny though. I like cursed figure images; they're pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys agree with this, but like, I love looking at bootleg stuff. Just like seeing how off-brand
it is.
Like how bad and off-brand they look.
The weird labels on them and stuff. Yeah.
Like the weird, the weird names, like the weird names that are trying to be exactly what it is, but like can't use the actual name because it's trademarked.
Have I ever told you about my Ray-Bans that I bought?
No.
Oh, I bought a pair of knockoff Ray-Bans off of AliExpress because I was like, I don't want to pay like over $100 for a pair of sunglasses. and they were sold as Ray-Bans.
Okay.
And they had Ray-Bans stuff on them and everything, which is probably illegal, but they're very good sunglasses. That was a pretty useless story. Anyway.
Yeah. Not a Botan figure, though.
Not a
No
Botan
Botan
figure.
figures. I'm going to do some more digging, I think. I'm sure I can get some. There's got to be something,
I'm sure
right?
there's got to be something.
If
Uni
anybody
Hawk
in the
show's
audience
massive.
is listening to this is a cry for help, truly.
Yeah.
From Michael.
Yes.
Yeah. This is Mike's cry for help.
Yeah, I did see though that in that Grandista Nero series that they came out with, they are releasing a Nami, so I'm gonna have to buy that soon because that's nice.
Okay, so Mike's figure that he is longing for is like a Botan figure. Jay, what is a figure that you were longing for? It can be available. It's just one that you don't have that you really want.
Yeah. Man, that's tough. Okay, a figure I would like really want, and like I feel like this is obvious because I talk about it every week now. Give me a test figure.
Beginning after the end?
Yeah, give me a test figure.
That's got to exist at this point, right?
I don't know. It's like it's kind of just starting to like blow up.
Okay. I got to talk to you off air about where I am in beginning after the end because I just got the end of book 6 and crazy stuff's happening.
Yeah.
What about the beginning after the end, though?
Mike hasn't gotten there yet.
Oh, for me, thanks for asking. For me, it would be for sure my number one. I don't have a Misato figure.
Yeah.
That honestly is
both,
a bit surprising.
both of your number ones you don't have figures of. Like Jay doesn't have a Lena figure either.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A Lena figure would be easy to rectify.
Yeah, Lena's
there's lots
super
of them.
easy. I do have a
Misato
Misato
kind of
figure.
tricky actually.
There's some nice Misato figures, but they're quite expensive.
Mhm.
They're not
Like
as
that
common.
one we saw at Icon.
Yeah.
There was one there. It was like $300.
Maybe when we're at Icon this year, we'll look for one with Cole.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
have a table, right, this year at Icon? Are we announcing
Of
that?
course we do. Of course we
Nice.
have a table at Icon, and Icon. Why not? Let's announce it. Who cares? Icon this year will be July 14th to the 16th. So
Yes.
if you are in the great city of Winnipeg during that time, we will be there.
Come say hi.
With
Come say
hats on.
hi.
Tell us
With
how
hats.
terrible our taste in anime is.
Yes.
No, seriously, tell us how terrible our taste in anime is. It'll make
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
story for the pod.
And get a free sticker too.
Yeah.
We gave out free
Yeah.
stickers. Super
Mike's
cool.
got to restock on those, though, I think.
Already have, buddy.
Oh, you have? That you're gonna need more of those.
Yeah,
You're gonna need
yeah.
more.
There's like 400 in here.
That's nowhere near enough.
That's
I
not
can buy
enough.
we
That's
have.
Not enough.
It's like $10 for 400
put-
stickers. It's
When did we put
we
our
can do
stickers
this.
out last year? Was that day 3?
Yeah, and then we got way more people at our table because people love free things,
Yeah.
especially in our fair city.
But what I'm saying is like if we almost ran out of them by on only day 3, we're gonna need a lot more.
Oh yes, but yes,
Yeah.
come see us at Icon. I need to talk to you guys off air about that too, actually a little bit.
Oh, Mike's not gonna be able to go.
Mike's quitting the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to say? Any shout outs you guys want to make here?
Shout out to the patrons.
Shout out to the patrons. Very good, Michael. That was excellent. You read my mind. Yeah, shout out to our Patreons, Mr. Family Guy 30. Why did I say that like that? Mr. Family Guy 36. Elijah Wood, that's the Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Frodo Baggins himself. Brain Dead B-Dog Super Mexi and Don't Sweat TT. Yeah, thanks so much. You can join our Patreon too if you like this show.
Mm-hmm.
If you like it. Yeah, anything else you guys want to say before I wrap this up?
Nah, let's get out of here, man.
Whose letter did you like the best? Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who would you write a letter to?
Yeah, write a letter to an anime, write a letter to somebody and then send it to us and we'll read it to you.
Yeah. That would actually be kind of fun, getting our audience to write letters to us.
That would be
and
fun.
reading
That'd be a
them
fun
on air.
episode idea.
It would be fun. It would be so time consuming for our listeners and no one would do it.
But we're making them do our work for us. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Anime Protagonist Podcast. You can follow us on social media at AniProPod. That's ANIPROPOD. You can follow me personally at AniProCole, ANIPROCOLE. Mike, you already said where they can follow you, but why don't you tell them again?
Hey, follow me on Twitter at Gritty Gundam or talk to me in the Discord. Jay, where can they find you?
You can find me at jgaredian, that's JayGaredian, on Twitter, YouTube,
etc.
Discord, etc.
Leave a like, review, and subscribe if you liked us. If you really liked us, like we said, come join our Patreon, tell a friend all about us, and come to our Discord, please. That is free to everyone. We talk a lot about anime and whatever else is on our mind there. Links to everything's at our website, anipropod.com. And I just want to remind everybody that our review is coming up in a few weeks, and that is a review of And Yet the Town Moves by Studio Shaft. So
without further ado,
we will be back next week, but until we come back next week, we say as we do at the end of every episode of the Anime Protagonist podcast, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
I'm Ron Burgundy.